Scorpio, welcome to your weekly reading for May 23rd to May the 29th. Let's get started for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Weekly tarot reading for May 23rd to the 29th. Let's see what messages we have for you, Scorpio, for your week ahead. Ooh, those two came out flying. Let's see. World in reverse and Two of Pentacles in reverse. Eight of Swords in reverse. And the Four of Swords. Okay, interesting. Bottom of the deck is the Sun. Lovely. Okay, let's see here for you, Scorpio. Okay, it sort of feels like something is come to a close, but it almost feels like you're hesitating. You're hesitating to close it. You're not sure if you should close it. You've been thinking about it a lot, and I feel like at some point you may have been overthinking this and really being afraid of what it'll mean if this chapter closes and going back and forth. Should I close this chapter? Should I keep this chapter open? Open, closed, open, closed. Like this energy here in the Two of Pentacles is one where you're just oscillating between two things, back and forth, not really feeling confident to go one way or the other. And seeing the World in reverse tells me that something has come to a natural conclusion, but it's almost like you're fearing, or you were fearing, the outcome of that conclusion. So you're sort of oscillating between these two things and not knowing what to do until recently, where you sort of put your mind to rest. And I think you have found a way to look at this situation in a more optimistic way. You know, seeing the Sun card on the bottom, followed by the Two of Wands in reverse. So now it's almost like you've decided, okay, I have to let this go. And I've done a lot of thinking. I've processed it from every angle. I've even been afraid to make a move here. But I can't help but think you've found a way to put your mind to rest. And now it's a Two of Wands moment where you're at a crossroads of, where do I go from here? Which is different than, should I let this cycle close? I feel like you made that decision. I feel like you did that and you feel okay about it now. You've put your mind to rest on that. But now the question is, where do I go from here? So let's clarify to see if we can get some more info on where does Scorpio go from here? And what is this chapter that just closed? The one that you were sort of afraid of it closing. Now you've accepted it somehow. Let's see. Why is the World in reverse here for Scorpio? Hierophant. You understood something here. You've understood something, and it had an impact on you. It's almost spiritual here, very traditional expression of spirituality. You may have like found the teacher you were looking for to help you understand something more, or you may have experience something that showed you the divine in the everyday. And so, it really brought things to a new level for you, which is why the World card is here. But maybe it's in reverse because, again, it was hard for you to sort of accept at first. It was difficult to accept this truth that we're seeing in the Hierophant. And it might also be that it involved a lot of legal stuff. It may have been an ending that involved legality. You may have had to sign some documents. You may have had to meet with a specialist to help guide you through a process that was legal and maybe complicated. And somehow there was a fear here. This almost feels like a divorce. Without making predictions, because it's a general reading, it almost feels like someone knew for a long time they needed to end a marriage, let's say. That's what it feels like, a divorce, and that they were afraid of that outcome. And so they were hesitating back and forth. Should I get a divorce or not? I'm afraid of all of these consequences of divorce, or I'm afraid of these outcomes if I get divorced, and going back and forth for a long time until finally you made a decision and you feel good about it now. You feel good about it now. Two of Pentacles. Not, you see the Queen of Wands in reverse. You weren't sure. Queen of Wands in reverse wants revenge. She's not a force to you know, you don't want to mess with the Queen of Wands in reverse. I can't help but think that may have been why you were going back and forth so much, because a part of you was like thinking to yourself, you didn't want to let this person off the hook so easily, maybe. You know, it's like you wanted to take your rights. And so this feels like a divorce. It's very specific. That's not going to resonate for everyone. Leave me some comments below. And I think that you're done struggling with this idea. There's the Sun card again. It's so interesting on the Eight of Swords. So I think you managed to make the decision and now you feel better about it. And the Four of Swords to me confirms that, yeah, you're done thinking about which way to go. You put your mind at rest. Look at that, Two of Pentacles coming out now upright. Before it was in the reverse. You stopped fearing the outcomes. You made the choice that you felt resonated with you. With the Sun card, you took action. It's very masculine energy here. And you did what needed to be done. You put your mind to rest. And then this Two of Pentacles is now upright. So I feel like now you have new options. You have new options now. Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Cups. You're ready to make a new beginning. This is amazing. You know, if this is resonating for you, and please do leave me comments below, because this reading feels like a divorce. This feels like someone may have even been unfaithful. And the Queen of Wands, maybe you discovered someone's infidelity. You know, and even though you were sort of afraid to pull the trigger on the divorce, it almost feels like there was a divorce here. And now you got the Sun and the Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck, which to me says you're open for new connections. You're feeling very optimistic and recharged by your movement forward here, Scorpio. And it's interesting seeing the Death card in reverse here. I just noticed that that's Scorpio energy here, right behind the Ace of Cups, followed by the Empress and the Eight of Cups, and then the Three of Wands. Oh my God, look at this beautiful tale that's being weaved here. You're going to be successful in this big transformation. I feel like you're envisioning a new future. You're creating something here. You're nurturing yourself. You're listening to your intuition. You're going to be victorious in whatever it is that you pursue here. It's going to be quite transformative for you, Scorpio. And I feel like it's all coming from a time where you weren't sure how to walk away from something, but you did it. This is amazing. What a very specific reading. Someone needs to hear this. Hopefully you found this reading if you were looking for this guidance. Very interesting. I'm going to leave it at that for you, Scorpio. If this has resonated, please consider subscribing, commenting, liking, and sharing. Let me know how it resonated for you in the comments below. And we'll see you again for another reading very soon. Sending you so much love and light, my friends.